Welcome to War 4 Season 26, and I get a few more fights this war, so I was happy about that. I'm always trying to get more fights. Partially to see if I can die more, and partially just for the PR and whatnot. And I just war's so boring right now with just the global and whatnot. I really kind of want to show off what Rulk can do, because next season they should change it, and that's when war should get really interesting again. They just dropped that roadmap stuff, so next season should get really interesting. So starting with this fight, it's an Omega. The big key is to keep your spores down, because if he gets to 10, his tentacles go unblockable. So you can see that's what I'm kind of trying to do here. That's why I'm using the heavies. If you just try to like back off against Omega every single time I try to do that, all he does is just start walking up to you, and it just makes it a problem. I tried to finish it off with a special 2 there, but I miscalculated it, trying to get greedy with the regen. So oh well. Going into this fight, I'm trying to remember the slow fights from now on, because after that last war with that mole man, I need to speed up these slow fights. They're not fun. So this fight, I'm going to try to remember to always speed up. It's always going to be a slow fight because of the physical resistance. But other than that, this is a Rulk on in war, so it's not a big deal. I'm honestly not sure why you would even place him here. I honestly can't think of a single reason. I mean, he's a really great attacker. He's an awful defender. I mean, his SB1's easy to evade. He's got no mechanics to be worthy of being on defense. He's just, really great defender. Don't waste him on defense. I mean, he's so good against so many nodes here in this meta. Anyway, so there we go. I sped that one up. This fight, Nick Fury on, what the heck node is this? 26? I want to say it's 26. It's the encroaching stun node. And with Archangel, it's kind of easy and kind of not. The thing with him is you have to be aware of his second life, because he's going to shrug the neuros and all of that stuff. So if that comes up during the encroaching stun, you need to be ready to throw a special. And otherwise, it's pretty simple. I use re-parries. You can see there he threw the heavy. I wasn't really trying to get him to throw heavies. And other than that, though, you can see here the encroaching stun's coming up, but it's not a big deal. I have 3 neuros, which with my 5-star, he's Sig 200. I knew I was going to be good. Here he shrugged off all the debuffs, so not a big deal. I'm baiting the special here. And then I go into why I went into the 5-hit combo there was so I could go into the special 2 for the encroaching stun. And as you can see here, I mean, everything's just set up perfectly. I mean, this fight just went flawlessly, to be honest. I've seen some fights where like that encroaching, the life model decoy dies right at the same time as the encroaching stun hits, and it's messed some people up. So, that one I didn't have any issues with. This one, I thought about bringing Cap IW, and it was an option. He's the easier, safer play, but he's not the fun play. So I was going to try to stay away from 30% boost, but I'm able to do all 3 of my fights that are left, and I'm a little bit worried about that Corvus, because I'm doing that with Rulk, and I wasn't sure how much the block damage would be against him. So, yeah, I went the bigger boost, mostly because of that fight. Although they come into play on this fight as well. Going into this fight, my plan was to basically just block until I get back into the corner, and try to build up my heat charges. And he's not doing too much damage, and it's all looking good. I can't hit him, but I can do that. That's the thing that Brian Grant coined, was the you bait a heavy in the corner, and he throws the heavy, and then you light attack, and it gets rid of the unstoppable. But you have to be really quick with the one-eyed open, because if you are slow on your block after the light attack, you can parry, and it can cause problems. And then whenever you're backing up, you also have to be really quick on your block, because if you do accidentally parry, you're done. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous about that fight, to be honest, but I figured Torch would be a lot funner for y'all to watch than Captain America Infinity War. Even though, if you really want my honest opinion, if you have the option, just bring Captain America Infinity War for that fight. Just block until you get a kinetic charge, and then it's just a super easy, super safe fight. It takes a while, though. And the only trick to that with Cap IW is don't use specials, because you can, or don't use, well, the SP1 bleeds, which doesn't do anything, and then the SP2 stuns, and I can't remember about the special 3 whether that stuns or not. So here I wasn't really too sure about my strategy overall. I was just like, well, I'll just block bait out the hits. Then he started critting through the block, and I was like, all right, I'm starting to lose a lot more health than I was planning, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. And then I realized, oh yeah, we're in this second timer, so I don't have to, I can parry right then. So I'm like, at this point I'm like, all right, now I've got him low enough, I just need to do a 5-hit combo and a special one, it should be over. So that's what I do. Thinking that fight back over, I probably should have just waited out the beginning until he got into the other phase, so I didn't have to worry about the reflective stun. But oh well. some health potions gone. Obviously Rulk isn't the best counter for that fight, but our backup could have taken that fight, but then I would have had to boost for the Magneto fight, wait on the Corvus fight, and then reboost for this dragonman fight, and I wasn't having all that. So I was just like, I'd rather just spend some potions. I use a invulnerability boost here. The only reason being is because it was in the overflow and it was about to expire. So that's literally the only reason. I normally don't use a invulnerability boost, although going forward I'll probably use one whenever I fight the boss. So you can see here my normal strategy when I start this fight: block bait a heavy, and then 5-hit combo, bait the special one, and then everything kind of goes into a cycle here. Here I'm trying to bait the special one, standard thing, and then he doesn't want to throw it. This is where I start to get a little bit worried, but there he finally throws it. And still, anytime I start baiting a special, whenever he's at 1 bar, if he doesn't throw the special 1, he throws the special 2. And you can see from my health, the ineptitude, I think it's called, is just healing me right back up. So everything's just going flawlessly at this point. So, and that's the end of the fight. If only my boss fight would have went that smoothly, but oh well. Wish in one hand, something in the other, and see which one fills up first. I forget where I heard that. It's probably my grandpa. So here's my stats. 3rd in the BG, 10th in overall. So I'm getting more fights, and I hope to get more. Still, that death hurts, but oh well. Y'all have a good one.